It's the Pint Size Podcast with PSP Carl Page and the Casper Sam Jefferson. Let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Pint Size Stream in the podcast. This is episode 9, and we are live. And we are live tonight with the usual me old mucker Casper, Sam Jefferson.
Carlos, how are we?
Good evening, Casper. All good, you?
Yeah, all good, mate. Excited for this week. Got a big podcast. Podcast this week.
And we've got a very special guest, our racing, I'll use this term loosely, expert, Robert Hills.
Evening, everyone. It's more of a life expert.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How are we doing, partner?
Welcome to the podcast, Robert.
Well, yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
John McMahon was busy, so we've got partner in.
Excellent.
How are we doing, partner? You two, we were in the waiting room for having this call. You two were getting a bit emotional, bringing back a few memories. I don't know if everyone knows, but these two used to live together.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Back a long time ago,
Yeah.
15 years ago maybe.
21
Some
or
good
28.
memories.
When we were 10.
Some good memories and bad memories, 21 or 28.
21 or 28. Plenty of good memories, mate.
Yeah.
How are you doing over there anyway, gentlemen?
All good. How's lockdown been treating you? Not seen you for a long time.
Yeah. Not done much, to be honest, mate. I need to get out there and do bits and bobs, but yeah, nothing much happening.
Any gambling?
No gambling, no off the gambling.
All right.
Any alcohol?
No.
Off the alcohol. Not feeling too good today, actually, at the moment.
Yeah.
Sniffles. You were coughing a bit, weren't you?
Yeah.
And sniffles, but there we go. But yeah, it's a big week this week. We've got Cheltenham. Obviously, we're going to be talking about that a lot later on in the episode, but we've got a bit, as always, a full rundown of everything sport. Carlos?
Yeah, we have. We'll start usually by, as usual, by mentioning our sponsors, Casper, which are the Racker Triangle. They are 147 Sports and 147 Golf. We've got Dino, Travel Counsellor. We've got Track Employment, and we've also got R9 Facilities Management. So thank you very much to all of them for the continued support. Couldn't do it without you. And hopefully when the club opens again and we get streaming, we can really push your businesses. So appreciate that.
Special mention, actually, for my sponsor, Mr.
That?
Cuts.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Friend of the show.
Brother Beef hasn't been on for a little while. I think he might still be in bed.
I didn't do it, John Boy. I was busy. Gutted about that.
So I've just a quick story on Mr. Cuts there. Partner, do you want to talk about your visit to Mr. Cuts?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to talk about my visit to Mr. Cuts.
You had
a bit too
bad
short for my
experience as well, yeah?
Well, I had a very skinhead experience from Mr. Cuts.
Asked for a
I
little bit
wanted
shorter.
a little short
Short back
and
and
sides.
sides, and he's taking it all off. That
He's taking
sounds
it all
like
off, yeah.
any chunks missing, like Brother Beef?
No chunks, but I did have curly hair at the time, and then that all
right.
went great.
All the very best.
Yeah. Take
To
care.
say he was not happy would have been an understatement, but all the best. And thanks, Mr. Cuts. Always worth a shout out.
Indeed.
15 quid for that.
Friend of the show, Mr. Cuts.
Friend of the show.
So also this week, right at the end of the show, we're going to be announcing the winner of our competition that we've been running for the last couple of weeks, which is to win a Racker Triangle. We asked everybody to comment the videos of their best shot they've ever played on TV or stream, and we've had plenty of entries.
Yeah, we have.
So thank you to everyone that's entered. I've narrowed it down to 4. So the 4 shots that made the shortlist are Luke Hams, which is an escape from a snooker, sort of 3 or 4 cushion escape. Great shot. We've got Charlie Begley, who plays a great skill shot and frees the black, opens the black up with the same shot. We've got Josh McCamley, who's played a shot to get out of a snooker and then pot the ball off of another ball and also landed on the black. And the last one is Adam Mayer, who's played a 4 or 5 cushion escape round a load of traffic and potted the yellow in the middle and landed plumb on the black. So those 4, Adam, Charlie, Josh and Luke Hams, you all made the shortlist, so well done for that, and we'll announce the winner at the end.
Lovely stuff.
Without further ado, we'll get on to the subjects for this week, and we'll start, as always, by with the Premier League.
No
Quick-
Paul this week, gentlemen?
No Paul
No.
available this week.
Chris Mellon won the tournament last week.
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
Did anyone get on him?
We did tip him up, though, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we did tip him up.
Tipped
Two-
up all
2 to
4,
1
didn't you? I
2
heard.
to 1,
Yeah,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah,
Well, as a winner.
interesting.
And,
Carlos tipped up Chris Mellon, to be fair.
Yeah, so we'll start with the Premier League. Friday night, Newcastle Villa. 94th minute equaliser for my boys. Could be a massive...
Hanging on.
Yeah, it could be a massive point. Actually played all right, but
You say this every week you play.
Yeah,
all right?
well, we did, but we've got no one to put the ball in the net.
3 draws in your last 3 games.
Yeah, well, we're undefeated in 3. I prefer to say, but yeah, a good point keeps the run going, and we haven't got any Almiron, St. Maximan or Callum Wilson at the moment, so
Yeah,
we're
good
relying
point
on-
without them 3.
we're relying on Dwight Gale and Joel Linton. Dwight Gale's not got a bad record; he does score goals.
I can't believe you don't play him more, to be honest. But
He's-
you got Joel Linton. So.
he's one of them that's always a very, very good championship striker, but never quite makes the grade in the Premier League. I think he's done it. done it with
Cameron
a few
Jerome
clubs.
sort of kind of guy.
Are you boys clear of relegation?
Glenn Murray. Well,
No.
we are at the moment.
No, they
We're
are
above
right
it.
in it.
Well, we've got 2 points ahead with a game in hand over Fulham. So Fulham have got a tough run of games from what I've seen as well, the next 5.
They're just
yeah.
playing well, aren't they? That's the thing.
Yeah.
They're playing the best out of the bottom
Man
teams.
City done us a favour.
Yep, they
If
did.
only Liverpool were any good and they could have beaten last
Don't-
week,
Liverpool.
we would be
Liverpool
we'd be
Football
5
Club.
points ahead. with
Who
a
are
game in
they?
hand.
Who are Liverpool? Lay them at the start of the season.
Yeah,
that's
if
what
you
I can
laid
say.
them, you'd be laughing right now.
And then the early kick-off Saturday was Leeds-Chelsea, standard boring 0-0 draw, like most
Standard
games seem to be at
Chelsea.
the moment.
Standard Chelsea defend first at the moment. Don't they try and nick a goal?
Yeah.
They're a
Yeah.
1-0 sort of team at the moment, but yeah, boring.
There were
Move on
chances in
quickly.
that game, weren't there?
I didn't watch it, so
First half
boring.
I saw it. It was.
It
alright.
was all right. There was a few chances, but it's just standard.
Standard
Seems to be a lot of
football right now.
nil-nil, lot of nil-nils, a lot of boring games, but we still watch them anyway because there's nothing better to do. Moving on to Palace West Brom. 1-0 Palace, a big win for them, and it pretty much relegates West Brom.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Any chance that they could have sort of dragged Palace a little bit into it and got themselves. But yeah, Milivojevic penalty.
I had 1-0 in the Super 6, but yeah, again, not the greatest of games, but yeah, that's West Brom, I would say. Partner, you agree? West Brom gone now?
Irrelevant. West Brom are gone. Yeah, obviously Sheffield United are gone.
Who would you say out of the remaining teams do you fancy to go down out of Fulham, Newcastle, Brighton and Burnley? Well, Southampton's still in there, to be fair.
Burnley or Southampton there. Burnley got a big win, didn't they, against Everton? But
Yeah.
Fulham are playing well for as well as they can. Newcastle, they won't go down.
You don't think so?
I
You,
don't think they'll go
so
down.
you still think Fulham?
No, I think they'll get out of it. I think
So Brighton?
no, Southampton or Burnley.
Southampton
yeah,
or
yeah,
Burnley?
Southampton
Jesus.
or Burnley. I think they'll.
Because
they'll-
they are currently 7 points clear of Fulham.
they're currently clear. I think Fulham will escape, mate.
I think Southampton will be all right just on the fact that they had such a good run. They're on 33 points now. I don't think it's going to be 40 points this season anyway. So I think
No.
another win, another 3, 4, 5 points, that'll be enough for them. I would imagine they'll pick up that over the rest of the season.
How many points are Fulham behind the chasing group there?
They're 2 behind Newcastle.
Yeah, 2 behind
Newcastle's
Newcastle,
got a game in hand.
3 behind Brighton, and 7 behind Brighton, Southampton.
Maybe Brighton in that case then.
They're playing good. Everyone keeps saying Brighton are playing good football, but
They
yeah.
do play fantastic football. They just can't put the ball in the net.
yeah, so their problem.
That game at home to Palace a few weeks ago was incredible.
Rich Puggles all over the comments.
Yeah,
partner.
just quick shout out to Puggle. He correctly guessed that you were the racing expert on. So
Expert.
shout out Puggle. He reckons Newcastle are going to go down. I would assume so as well. That's who I think out of the 3 teams, to be honest. But
How's the darts practice going, Puggle?
up the darts. Up the darts.
John Boy's just asked if they sell life-size PSP plastic dolls in the 147 shop. I can confirm that we don't at the moment, John, but they could be available on request. It'll be a bit bigger than the doll will be a bit bigger now than it would have been a couple of months ago. Can also confirm.
Timber.
Life size, hopefully, so
Up the
it'll be
Batman.
no bigger than a Barbie doll.
Wow. I prefer a Ken doll. but-
Oh, okay, doll. Okay.
We'll move on to Everton Burnley. Standard Everton. Every time you think they're getting in a good position,
Yeah.
they're going to push on. They have a couple of wins and then they get beat by some junk at home.
Yeah, standard Everton. You don't know what they're going to do. Can't
To be
predict
fair,
them.
Dwight McNeil's goal was a great finish.
Oh yeah, it was a good finish. Got called up to
Um,
the 21s as well today.
Calvert-Lewin scored again. Casper don't like him, but
He's just a weird,
but
like he's
scored
just
goals.
average
run of the
player.
mill.
He's just so
He
average.
said, he said it. I saw a good interview with him the other day. He even said this himself. Basically, what you're saying, he's just literally a goal scorer.
Yeah.
Give him a chance.
Francis Jeffers.
And he says he needs to.
There you go.
He says he needs to become more of an all-round player. Score
Yeah.
different types of goals. He said that he thinks that's what's going to hold him back getting into the England squad and stuff. So I think that's at least he recognises it himself.
Yeah, up front for England. I mean, for me, he doesn't get in. I know he's scoring a few goals, but he doesn't. Obviously, we've got a few better players ahead of him with Kane and Rashford and players like that. But as the third striker,
even Greenwood's ahead of him, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know about Greenwood because he likes the old Icelandics, doesn't he? But you never know. Hello, Batman. How are we, mate? Al Batman's partner, Al Batman.
How's it going now? Take care, all the best.
It's the first one of the night.
Well, I need my Puggle back as well, my darts partner. No danger. We'll win the league again. We won it last year. We'll win
Everton going to finish above Liverpool this season?
Yeah, I would say again, big result for Liverpool tonight against Wolves. Wolves are absolute trash, but I think we're even worse. So
5-1 Wolves.
William Jose.
5-1 Wolves is massive. I would be back in that. Well, I'll probably just lay Liverpool to be fair, but yeah, I can't see his
William Jose first goal.
Finally scores for him, but I can't see Liverpool finishing in above Everton, to be honest, the way we're playing. Again, ahead of Spurs,
they've got to turn it.
Spurs are terrible.
How many games are left? 10 games left, roughly, isn't it? We got 10
They
left.
can't even beat Arsenal Football Club.
I would have thought Liverpool will turn it around at some point, but
is it hopefully
maybe too late to get into the top 4.
Hopefully Jota will do. I think it is just because everyone else keeps winning.
When's Jota coming back?
He's back now.
He's back. He came back. So hopefully
Not
he does
the knowledge.
something. But yeah,
this is why we've
Good
got Rob
research.
Wales in. Yeah.
It's hard getting a word in edgeways with you two, actually.
Is Ian Rush still playing or not?
Obafemi Martin's still playing, mate.
Yeah, 21 or 28. Yeah.
City again, just City being City 3-0 standards. Sterling, that's probably the only talking point. The Pep Guardiola roulette strikes again. Apparently, there's no issue or anything.
Oh,
He's
look
just
who he's got.
Sterling's dog's meat, though.
Oh, hello.
Wow.
Well, we'll
Compulsive. He's come out.
see. Casper.
How are we doing, Compulse? Steady now, Casper.
How'd you get on in the golf yesterday, Jack?
I think he
Oh,
got
Jack
a
had a winner.
winner.
Yeah, he had a winner.
Love the
Good old
Compulse.
boy.
A big winner.
I was
interesting.
just
£6, I
I'm gonna just skip on to the
JC.
Arsenal Spurs game because I don't really care about any of the other games. Leicester, good result for them, obviously top 4. But the big game was Arsenal Spurs. Obviously Spurs first goal, Lamella. What a goal!
Great goal.
The Rabona.
Great finish.
And then got himself sent off.
And then
He's a
Standard
dirty
Spurs.
one, isn't he?
He's
Argentinian.
great for a
Pure
booking.
dirt.
Ask
Yeah.
BTP, he backs him for a booking every game.
Loves it, Argentinian.
Always 4 or 5 to 1 as well.
And then Arsenal partner take over. Talk to us, Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah, well, I did fancy us to beat Spurs. God knows why. Smith Rowe, Saka were in the team. I thought put a bit of effort in, but we didn't watch it. We were watching. Well, I was watching the golf. I turned over as soon as that Rabona went in.
I did watch
turned
it, and
over.
Arsenal deserved to win. It played well.
Did you see
Yeah,
Smith Rowe's chance?
when he hit the
When
bar.
he hit the bar.
Yeah, it
Smith
was
Rowe,
great.
yeah.
Class.
But leading up to the goal, it was all Arsenal
It was.
before, and Spurs scored pretty much their first attack.
Lacazette
turned over
was
when
it
when
Lacazette
Spurs-
at the post?
Cedric at the post.
Yeah,
as well.
Cedric at the
yeah.
post.
Yeah.
Smith Rowe at the bar.
Yeah.
Our youngsters are decent. Martinelli needs to start. Saka needs to start.
Yeah, Martinelli
Smith Rowe
needs to play.
start. Partey needs to start, and then
Can we talk about the penalty that was a ridiculous shout? He has
unfortunately, that is not a penalty.
he has a swipe at it, misses the ball altogether, gets taken down about 10 seconds later, and the ref
Goes
gives
down
a
like a
penalty.
sack of spuds.
Up the VAR again.
It's just madness, isn't it? Another VAR stuff, but I think everyone that I spoke to, or group chats and all that lot, everyone says it wasn't a penalty, but yeah, somehow it's
What's
given.
more pathetic, VAR or the common cold?
We don't want to go down that political
Let's
route
not
right
go
now.
down that
So
route.
we'll just go with VAR for now, and
Yeah.
we'll move on.
United scraped to 1-0, kept themselves second.
Yep.
Another rubbish game.
Yeah. Again, no, I.
Standard United
But
just did enough. I think it was an own goal from memory. Yeah,
Yeah,
Craig
own goal.
Dawson own goal. So yeah, they're just motoring on. Obviously, City have won the league, but
yeah.
I just want to talk about. Now we've gone through the results, just about Chris Wilder.
Yeah.
Obviously done a great job with Sheffield United over the
Fantastic.
last
job.
couple of
Superb
years, and
job.
he's a lifelong Sheffield United fan.
What
So,
do
yeah.
people expect from
Well,
the Sheffield United manager?
I was wondering when it first happened whether he was sacked or whether it's a mutual thing, but it seems to have come out that he's been sacked, which is ridiculous. I
It
mean,
is a joke.
he's obviously paying the price for having such a good season last season, and I just don't know what they expect. Obviously,
What can they expect
if
from
you look
Sheffield
at
United?
Norwich, for example, who kept their manager, went down.
Yeah.
They're a bit of
Straight
a
back.
yo-yo team, and teams like Sheffield United and West Brom always been yo-yo teams, and you can't expect them to come up. But they're paying for that success last season. I
Yeah.
would, if I was a chairman, I would definitely give him the chance for what he's done for the club to bring them back up again. If halfway through next season they're in mid-table, then maybe make the change then. But
If I was any championship team, I'd be ringing them up straight away, saying, "Look, what do you want to get in?" I'm just bringing up the odds for the next manager of Sheffield United. They've got Michael
Yeah,
Appleton,
ridiculous.
Paul Higginbottom, Neil Lennon, and Eddie Howe. But Eddie Howe's not going to take the job. They've got Danny Cowley and Frank Lampard. These are all 10, 15. We're going up and up. None of those names.
well, Heckingbottom's only there because he's in caretaker charge at the moment.
Exactly.
He's had jobs. He was temporary Leeds manager. He was Barnsley manager. Never really done anything. So
No. But why would you, out of all them names there, none of them are better than Chris Wilder and what he's done at Sheffield
well,
United?
I think
Absolute
I
madness.
just think for what he's done for the club over the last 2-3, I think he's taken him from League One into the Premier League.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Give the guy a bit of respect and give him the time to. Okay, they've had a bad season. They're 100% down.
Yeah.
But give him the chance to bring him back up again. If it doesn't work, then that's
Yeah.
the time to say, well, it's not working anymore. Get rid of him. But it's ridiculous to sack the guy. I mean, what are they expecting? Top 4? Ridiculous.
It's
Joke.
crazy decision, but I think it'll come back and bite them. But obviously
Yeah.
time will tell.
I agree. I think they're not going to get anyone better than him.
No, definitely not.
So yeah, we just want to quickly touch over the Champions League, and we're gonna.
We're racing through.
Yeah,
this
we're racing
week.
through the football
Arsenal Football
because
Club.
We want to get to Cheltenham,
We
as
wanna-
everyone
yeah.
else
we
keeps
want
asking
to
us.
speak to our expert Rob Hills about the Cheltenham tips. So yeah, a couple of games in the Champions League this week. We got City, Mönchengladbach, Tuesday tomorrow, and Real Madrid, Atalanta.
That's probably the that and the Chelsea Atletico. That's the only two. Well, they're the only two that have got any life in the game, I'd say.
Did Chelsea win that first leg?
1-0, yeah. So, but obviously Atletico, very good team. They can pull it back, I'd say.
So what? City 2-0 up from the first leg.
2-0 up, so that's Red
City
Rover.
are through.
And
But yeah, Real of old are no more. So a great result for them in Atlanta, by the way, to go and win away 1-0 with their team at the moment. But you'd
10
still,
men, 10 men as
yeah,
well.
exactly, yeah. So you'd still think that they'll go and do the job.
Who have Bayern got?
Lazio.
4-1 up.
Lazio Wednesday night 4-1 up.
What price of Bayern to win that?
Champions League.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you'd fancy
Best
them
team
out
in
of
the world.
everyone.
Yeah.
Them or it's got to be Man City. But
I don't think they'll win it.
the
We
thing
say
with-
this every year, but
Yeah, I say the thing with Champions League is I always like a good defensive team for the Champions League because of the two legs and away goals and all that lot. And as stupid as this sounds, I don't think they'll win it. But Chelsea defensively are playing unbelievable.
3-1 Bayern.
Just
Rob
had a
Hill.
quick look. Yeah.
They
So
get a
you
bit
get
of luck at the
sevens
draw.
to Bayern. Man City are favourites to win that tournament. Lay that. John Boy needs to lay Man City to win the
Liverpool
Champions
6-1
League.
Casper, any value in that?
Oh,
one?
no.
I mean,
You can have sevens with me, not a problem.
there you go.
No danger.
When do I get my money if I win though?
When do
No.
I get my steak?
Straight away.
Interesting.
There you go.
Chelsea, 13-1 Betfair. Lay City, back Bayern.
I think obviously it all depends on the draw. You need a little bit of
Yeah,
luck
it does,
on
yeah.
the draw. Like if Chelsea get Man City or Bayern, I'd fancy them. But
See, Real 14-1. You don't often see
Yeah,
that
it's
when
massive.
I'd rather
when
have
they're basically
Chelsea,
through
to
as
be
well.
honest.
Yeah.
I know, but
even Dortmund 16s and they're free.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Dortmund at 16s, that's the bet.
Real Madrid are always a decent team in Europe.
I just think they're not as good as old, and
No,
there's better
they're not
teams.
nowhere near as
I
good,
wouldn't
but-
be touching them. But
If
you're
they
right.
can-
It's a
if they
big
can
price
get-
for
if
Real
you can get
Madrid.
themselves a decent draw and get someone like Chelsea in the next round, and then
I'd be
get
on
to the
Chelsea if they
final,
beat
a
Real.
one-off game. Anyone can win a one-off game.
Oh
so
yeah.
I think it's worth 20 quid or whatever. But yeah, so that's the 4 games this week, and then we got Europa League, Arsenal Olympiacos. Arsenal 3-1 up from the first leg, so that should be done and dusted.
Arsenal Football Club.
Spurs
Arsenal.
away at Dynamo Zagreb, 2-0 up, I think, from that
Yeah,
first leg.
2-0.
We've got Man United 1 each, so
That's
Milan are probably favourites. Man United will need to score definitely.
That was Milan's lineup was absolutely dreadful first game. I don't
Yeah.
think Zlatan's going to be
No,
back
he's not
though, is
fit.
he? So he'd still fancy United, I think, even going away to Milan. But it's not an easy place to go by any stretch of the mean.
And then
Rangers.
the last British team, Rangers. Yeah, Rangers still in with a shout.
Or you'd fancy him at
2
home?
each first leg, was it?
1-1.
1-1, was it?
Yeah. You'd fancy him to beat
Yeah, they're in a good
Slavia
position,
Prague.
Lay Rangers for your life to win that tournament.
Away goal.
You're right. I don't think they will win,
Yeah.
but it's best chance any Scottish team's been able to do anything in
They got goals in them.
15 years, whatever it is.
They concede a lot in Europe, but don't concede anything in the
No.
Scottish League. They win games 4-3, 5-4, whatever. Yeah, they're a good shout. So I think that's it with the football.
Yep.
Not a lot happened this week.
No.
What's
Cricket. We were
yeah,
doing
just
cricket.
a couple of 2020s that have happened. Not much to talk about really. We obviously won the first one comfortably, bowled them out. Well, restricted them to 1-2-4, I think it was 1-2-5.
Yeah, 1-2-4.
And knocked them off. And
Roy back in form. It looks a little bit like.
Yeah.
Looks like he's playing well.
And then the second one, 164 for 6.
Yeah, nowhere near enough. It looked like a decent batting pitch, that, and last 5-6 overs we were just didn't think we had boundary.
Cody just played
Kept losing wickets
great.
at crucial
Yeah, we
times
did,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
But I don't know about you, partner, but I don't like the lineup now. I don't like
No.
Butler. As good as Butler is at opening, I think you have to play Bairstow at opener because I don't think he can come in at 4 or 5
Yeah,
wherever he's going to
Bairstow-
float.
Bairstow and Roy.
Have to
Get him up
open,
there.
and then you've got
Butler for whenever you need him.
yeah.
I think we're a batter light anyway. Like
I don't think we are.
Curran coming in at 7.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, I'd get rid of Tom. How Tom Curran
Yeah, I
plays
know.
2020 cricket for England is disgrace.
It
He's
is.
absolutely trash. Obviously,
even get Root in the team to bowl.
I'd have Moan Ali.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
I'll get
there.
Moeen.
He's there to play. So I'd have him as the second spinner, obviously, and he's coming in at 7 in 2020. It's unbelievable batting lineup.
Yeah,
Because
You have to bat all the way down.
you do.
well, England do
Which we
really
used to.
don't.
Yeah,
well,
we do.
Curran at 7's light for me.
You'd
Curran-
run
Curran
at 8,
yeah.
8, and then you've got Archer,
Yeah,
Rashid can
Curran
bat,
and Curran and then Jordan at 8 is a bit light to be fair.
Jordan can bat. They can all bat.
They
down
can
there.
bat, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't. I think
You want 'em in at 8.
almost need to have recognised batsmen at 8 or a recognised all rounder.
Yeah,
Most teams bat all the way down.
I'm happy
Agreed.
with Curran in at 8,
Curran at
Yeah,
8.
yeah, he's better. He's better at 8, but
not at 7.
just
I
one
agree with
batsman
7.
shy, I think, and with that lineup.
Get Alex Hales back in that team.
Well, this is
No,
the
he's
question.
never going to play again. I don't think.
No, I don't think he will.
I don't
'Cause
think he will,
I'd have
but-
him opening.
Every
With
time
Roy.
they
You'd have him opening.
Yeah.
Over
Bet-
Bairstow.
Yeah, Bairstow free.
Wow. Bairstow. Oh, get rid of Milan.
Hales and
Yeah.
Roy struck up a good partnership when they were.
Yeah, they
before-
did.
Before
They did.
Hales got
Yeah.
done for.
That is one thing I agree is Milan's got to go. He's
He's
number
a
one
four
batsman in
merchant.
the world.
It's
Yeah.
the biggest joke.
Four,
Incredible,
four,
wasn't it? The
four,
rankings
four,
were a joke.
Absolute joker, that bloke. But he's a Yorkshire player now, so he's a great player. Should be
Yorkshire.
playing
Yorkshire.
every week.
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. Greatest
yeah.
cricket team. We've had Sachin Tendulkar play for us. Just no,
Interesting.
And Michael Vaughan.
ST or RP?
RP all day,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Sachin, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, you're incorrect as usual.
Pagey will like Sachin Tendulkar over Ricky, no problem.
I
Look at
do
him.
like
Look
the
at his
punter.
tan.
I do
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
punter.
And size.
Yeah, well, he could be. Sachin could be a long lost brother, but
Yeah.
I do like Ponting. I like the
Sachin
he's
likes a
fiery,
pie as well, mate.
fiery character Ponting.
Ponting was the best.
Both class players, right?
Yeah,
I
both
do
pure
like.
class.
I do like Ponting.
Yeah.
And I just like when Gary Pratt ran him out as well.
That was amazing.
That was the best thing ever, and he's spitting at us. But there you go.
So we move on to the golf.
Yep, good talking.
So it
point.
was a brilliant. The players was a great tournament.
Supreme last day.
Yeah,
Drama filled, that's for
Westwood
sure.
and Bryson 2 weeks in a row in the final group together. Westwood started off with a birdie first hole after second and third rounds bogey free around that course is incredible. Just shows what a straight
Unheard of.
player is. Yeah, incredible.
Tee to green, unbelievable.
But yeah, birdied the first and went free clear and looked like that might settle him down, but I think he just.
Then it was standard Lee.
He started to unravel. Bryson topped one down the fairway, playing first, and then Westwood had a perfect opportunity to just stick it in the middle of the fairway, and he would have been laughing. He would have been 4 or 5 clear. This was before Thomas had made his charge.
JT and Ram
I think-
were lays before.
I
the
just
start
think if
of that.
Westwood would have
Final
just
day.
capitalised then and been 4 or 5 clear, JT would have been looking at the leaderboards around and thinking, I've not got a chance really. I think the fact that he saw that everyone else was struggling probably made him hit the score that he did because he didn't hold anything for the first 7 or 8 holes.
He missed a little
9 holes.
dibbly dobbly as well, didn't
Yeah,
he?
well, he
I
did
think Jack
towards the end.
Bridgman received a little voice note from someone as soon as JT missed that dibble dobble.
Oh.
He did. That was on
But
the.
he came
8th,
back
I think.
and Rumour has it that Compulse is retiring off his winnings.
At the Compulse. But no, you're right. It was that into the back nine. He's just gone birdie on 10 and eagle. That's what changed it, obviously. The eagle on 11 was the momentum to swing it all in his favour. But yeah, at the half, I mean, both Westwood and Bryson had it all there to lose, and they, by all means, they lost it.
The thing is with Westwood, he's been saying, and he does come across like it as well. He's been saying he's a lot more calmer, and he's just trying to enjoy it.
He does
and
look
you
relaxed.
can tell that, but at the end of the day, I think you're tied, or you're in the lead too clear going into the last round of the players. You're still going to feel the pressure, and I think him trying to say he doesn't care. I think you need to care to win these things.
Compulse, here we go.
Oh,
Free
wow.
Cheltenham Tuesday for comp.
You do need to. Yeah.
You need to want it. You look at Bryson; he wants it big time. And if Westwood truly is saying that he's just not that bothered and he's just playing for the fun of it, then that's part of why he's not winning. Because you have to want these things to up your game to the level that is required.
Westwood was enjoying it. He had a big smile on his face.
He was loving it
when Siwoo went in the water.
Oh, there's
smile.
a little story there.
Lee Westwood laid Siwoo for his life.
So I just don't know if you know this, Carl, but I'll just give you a quick insight of what happened yesterday. For a
I've
couple
got a
of
few stories about Alex O'Donoghue's betting at the weekend as well, but you can go first.
well, mine's about someone who might be on today's show, but I'm not too sure.
Interesting.
Anyway, I've backed Siwoo Kim at the start of the tournament under the 100 to 1, and I've got him top 10 places as well on the each way. So I'm thinking lovely. Obviously, as the day's gone on, he started off at hundreds, I think, still at 100 at the start of the day, and he's gone down to like 70, and he's plodding along. Anyway, suddenly, because everyone else has fallen away, and he had a birdie attempt, he's gone short and right up to 20.
6 foot for bird.
6 foot for birdie, nice little birdie.
Go one behind, I believe, or two behind.
I think
two
it was
behind Lee Westwood.
Yeah, I think it was two beyond the lead. And suddenly, someone's told me that they've had a bet on Siwoo Kim. Now, I'm not too sure.
20 to 1.
I'm not too sure who it was, but all I would say is as soon as he's put the bet on, he's missed the putt. So it's a par on that hole. And the next hole, he's bogeyed.
He went in the water, did he?
He went in the water, so thank you
Very
for that, whoever that was. And then
he must not be named.
He was fighting throughout the back nine to try and screw me in my top 10 places. And he decided that he birdied on 16, so I thought he's safe. And then he's decided to bogey the 17th, which is obviously a very hard hole, but it was just I was sweating a little bit. He finished 9th, so I got paid in. I just got paid, so that was lovely.
It was only 8 on 365.
Enough to retire, partner?
No, unfortunately not, but it covered the weeks. But yeah, no, it was.
I backed Thomas from
sweating.
the start. I backed Westwood 22 to 1.
JT and Ram were lays at the start of that final
day.
Yeah, I
agree.
Absolute lays. They were not value. The value, Gim was actually value, but he is never going to win.
Well,
Bryson, I still think was the best bet.
I think Lee was the best bet, even though proven bottler.
Well, if you don't know who he is, I agree.
Yeah.
But you factor in who he is, and we all knew.
Now we've got Doug Gim been mentioned. That's probably the perfect opportunity to talk about Alex O'Donoghue's betting.
What's the
at
Dom
the
been
weekend.
doing?
He was on Sergio from the start.
90 to 1.
Great 90 to 1.
Great
I gave some very good
advice.
advice.
We were both on him from 90 to 1, and obviously went round in 7 under, I think, first round, and then
he was 7. He was 8 on Betfair after
really
the first
struggled second round, but managed to
come in level
couple of birdies, level par. Did the same third round, struggled,
third round,
struggled and come good at the end, and then I think he started well yesterday. Got to 10 under at some point when Westwood and DeChambeau were struggling, and then
he had a birdie putt when they had their funny hole. Garcia had a birdie putt and probably would have been 4 to 1 at the time.
He's just not
standard.
Other than the first round, he's just not got the consistency as he chucks
But even
in.
I don't know if you've seen him after the first round. He even said, "Look, I'm not really playing that well. It's sort of a bit unexpected." So I thought then, well, something's a little bit up there, Sergio. But yeah.
But yeah, Don's back Doug Gim.
What price? Big price?
20 odds probably. It was when he was at 10 under.
Oh.
And he's cashed out a hole later. Backed him again another hole or so later. Cashed out again. Backed Brian Harmon.
Cashed out, yeah. Cashed out for a loss.
Up the Don.
And then in the end, he's salvaged something because he was on Thomas at... Well, he got about 180 back or something.
Doug
But
Gim.
did he back Thomas?
6
Not
over.
from the start.
Nah, one behind when it maybe when he
sometime
was
during
one
the
behind
final
Lee.
round, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's standard Don, the absolute cash-out king.
But no, great tournament for players, as we all know. That 17th caused a few players to sweat, didn't it, as usual? But
First round, it had 32 in the
in the soup, in the drink.
in drink, yeah. Yeah, classic hole, but probably the best hole in golf.
It was it Kevin Na went in there 3 times in a row.
Oh God, the yips.
Yeah, in the first round and then
Yeah.
and then retired.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it. Yeah, Kevin
Wow.
Na.
He went in the drink 3 times in a row and retired out of the tournament.
Rose done it
Kevin
last.
Na.
Rose went in the drink 3 times
Last week,
and then retired.
Yeah, he
straight
was
away.
like, oh, I've had
Is
enough.
is the yips a thing?
Well, it depends who you're asking, because there
Yeah.
is a few people say it exists, but
At our standard partner, do you think the yips is a thing?
Well,
Because I don't.
I've never had the yips going around Coatwater. That's for sure.
Well, I've know some
When I've been
that-
shooting 58 in the wet, no yips.
Wet
for me.
weather
zero
specialists.
yips.
Yeah. Top putter in this town.
Interesting.
Only in the wet though.
But yeah, we've got the Masters to come in a couple of weeks, so we'll mention that close
Surely
to the
we've got to
time.
rekindle the Coatwater magic.
Coatwater Open's
Yeah,
coming
Coatwater
back.
Open needs to
It's
happen.
coming
It
back.
was really good fun when it last
BTB
last summer.
BTB reigning champ, but we've got us 3, Don, BTB and the Beef.
The beef.
Literally,
That's
the
the
last time we
Open.
went out was when
Is
BTB
Beef
had
awake?
one, wasn't it?
BTB when he hit his hole in
We
one was the last
haven't
time we
played
went
since because everyone was arguing about handicaps after that.
out. Yeah,
Oh
standard.
yeah.
And
Standard.
Casper didn't have any clubs left because they all were naff. Just enjoy yourself.
Another fact. Luckily,
How
I
are you
bought,
getting on there,
I bought some new ones, and then I cannot break them because they cost way too much money,
Wow.
and I get very told off by another.
You are a good even money shot to
No, I'm not.
to-
To
to
lose
stand
your
on.
temper.
Oh yeah, lose the temper, but I'll have to just put the clubs down.
I would say one,
and break
one, to,
something
1 to
else.
5 for Casper
Yeah.
to be on the hole ahead, walking around just slapping the
Oh
ball
yeah,
about
that's
wh-
1 to 5.
While everyone else is
I
no etiquette at all.
10
I
on
don't
big red head by the 5th hole.
Yeah.
No doubt. Anyway, on to
No
the
doubt,
Six
no
Nations.
danger. Yep, Six Nations. I'll let you two lead on this because I didn't really. I watched the England game.
Best sport going, rugby union.
Hey,
No
at
danger.
the moment, I do enjoy the old Six Nations. We'll briefly talk about the Wales game, but I mean, just Wales done the job, didn't they, partner? Nothing.
Wales, they did their dogs meet though.
Are they going to win the Grand Slam?
No,
You don't
France
think
are
so?
going to batter them.
What,
I don't know.
'cause
I haven't
Wales
had a look at the prices, but France are a certainty.
And yeah, because Wales have got to go to France as well,
Yeah.
haven't they? So
Although we were a certainty to beat them as well.
yeah, I thought we were a good bet actually. As bad as we've actually played, but France haven't won since 2005, I think it is.
Wow.
With Yashvili kicking.
Wow.
With kicking, which that
Morgan
little
Parra. I would not have said that. France are, I think the best team in it. Dupont and
Dupont
Jalabert.
is
Oh,
unbelievable.
Dupont, best player in the world for me.
And then we've got Ben Youngs on the other side. I mean,
your
that's-
mate.
just don't get me started. He's
Yeah,
on the Head and
absolutely-
Shoulders
absolutely
adverts.
hates him.
Is he?
He's on the Head and Shoulders adverts now as well, so that
Very
does my head in. I
interesting.
hate him. Absolutely trash. But the thing is, I slag him off, but there's
Who's
no
good-
one
yeah.
else. There is no
Dixon.
one else.
Dixon's good when he comes on for 20 minutes. That's it. And there is no one
Bring
else.
back Danny Kerr. That's what I
Yeah,
want.
good old
He
Danny
was
Kerr.
so much
Bring
better.
back Danny Cipriani.
Oh,
Is he still playing?
bring back Kelly Brook.
Is he at Sale
Wow.
still? Where's he? Where's
Gloucester.
he's at
Gloucester.
Gloucester?
No, but I think he's been binned off from Gloucester. I don't know if
That's
he's got a club at the moment.
I was going to say I haven't seen him play for a while.
Mm,
Cornish Pirates.
He probably will play for the Cornish Pirates.
Gloucester,
Gloucester.
Gloucester.
I love a bit of the
in,
shed.
in a shed, yeah.
Love the shed.
At the BTB.
1 to 100 BTB said for Casper to. I think that's to lose
That's
temper.
probably a bet. That's probably a back as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be back in the 100 on, definitely.
But yeah, we'll talk about the England game. Obviously, great game to be fair. Great ending. Toja getting over. I thought it was deserved as well. But
Yeah,
just-
we played really well. Look, I
like-
rate France, I do.
Yeah,
we played
obviously.
really, really well.
I thought France were going to do the Grand Slam halfway through. I think obviously the missing the week off has not helped them.
No.
I think with momentum and all that sort of stuff, because they're obviously not playing.
I didn't think they were giving that try. Chap on field
No.
says no try. The woman on the TMO sorted us out a treat there.
Yeah, but I thought it was a try.
Did you actually, in fact, did anyone watch that Wales game?
I did,
Only
yeah.
bits of it.
The woman commentator, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Ebony. What's her face? But
I think no, it wasn't her.
The double-barreled surname, Ebony.
Well, no, she's a cricketer.
That's cricketer, yeah.
Rainsford Brent.
Rainford Brent, yeah.
She couldn't get enough of Reece Zammit.
Oh yeah,
Literally
loves him.
Yeah, absolutely adores the bloke. I can't believe
He's
he didn't get
class,
man
to
of the
be
match
fair.
for it. He is class and he's rapid.
He's so quick.
But she needs
Johnny
to,
Mays like
she
makes
needs
him.
to put it away during commentary. I was getting embarrassing and turned on.
BTB says no clear grounding.
No, BTB must have been on France.
Yeah. BTB only does bookings bets. He is.
I thought it was a try, to be
He's
fair.
the informed man in bookings
Yeah,
bets.
I'm going to go try
I
because I'm England.
It was one of those, though. If it was given try, it should have been a try. If it was given no try, I thought he was going to stick with no try. But
Yes.
she has sorted us out.
She has.
But I thought it deserved, and it was good. Having Daly, actually, I thought it was a bit of a bad decision dropping him. But
I thought Mullins played well.
Mullins
but yeah,
played
Daly
well.
made a difference, didn't he, when he came on?
But I just thought that they wanted to play ball in hand.
Yeah.
Because they've been kicking way too much throughout the whole championship. Ford, Farrell, Daly, and your mate Henry Slade just all kicking. It does my head in. It literally does my head in.
Farrell popped him over for us.
And he actually,
France,
he kicked well, actually, Farrell, to be fair. But we're so much better when we've got ball in hand running at them, and we did create stuff. Obviously, set up. Discipline was another big thing that we've corrected on that game as well. And if we can get some penalties, get them into, put the set plays, in attacking positions, England are a great team. But
absolutely great team. With Simmons and Underhill, whether they get back in the team, I don't know.
Well, yeah, Underhill I would, because every time he plays, he
pure class.
Yeah, he has to. And Billy needs to sort himself out because he's played terrible.
Yeah.
But he said that himself. But it doesn't help because obviously he hasn't played. This is his first game because Saracens haven't been playing. So and then we'll move on because we want to get to Cheltenham. Scotland, Ireland. I didn't see any of it.
Ireland dominated for me, but I think it was very close in the end. Scotland scored a couple of second
24-27, yeah.
Jesus, yeah. I guess the second half was a different game. I didn't watch the second half. First half, Ireland were all over them, really. But yeah,
they're the
standard Scotland. They get there and then they can't go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, so really it's out of... I'm going to guess you're going to think France is going to win the Six Nations.
France to batter Wales and win it, yeah.
And because they'll obviously still need to beat Ireland as well.
Yeah. France to batter Wales, go on and beat... Is the Ireland game in Ireland?
I do not know. I will check now.
But I think they'll beat them anyway, regardless. But I think they'll batter Wales.
Sorry, Scotland, I meant to say, didn't I?
Yeah, it is Scotland. That was the game called.
France.
Up the Broncos, BTB.
Up the Broncos. They lost. They were 16-0 up at half-time. They lost 24-16. Cheers, Broncos.
Any tips in the NRL this season,
yeah, I would say... well, we're having this.
Don't back the Broncos.
Yeah, don't lay the Broncos every game. Don't get on them.
They were bottom, weren't they, last year?
They were rock bottom, and I don't think there's going to be much improvement because the team's absolute trash.
Did you throw your Bronco shirt across the room at all last season? Or?
No, because it became laughable at the end. That's how bad we were.
Okay.
But I don't know if you know, I'm a Queensland fan as well. And Queensland beat New South Wales, so how are you getting on there, New South Wales? All the best. Cheers, take care, and enjoy yourself,
How are you getting on there, mate?
Right, last quick comment. We've just going to quickly mention the AJ Fury fight. Obviously, just been announced recently today that it's going ahead and it's going to be a 2-fight series.
Lovely.
Not a lot to say on it, really. It's just been announced, but I hope Fury wins. That's all I want to say about it.
I've got
I hate Anthony Joshua.
a couple of opinions quickly on it. That
Well, who do you want to win and who do you think will win?
Fury both. Oh, wow, I think Fury. I think the first fight will be a draw. I will be on the draw in the first fight.
Definitely get on the draw. Definitely.
I think Fury's just a better boxer, isn't he?
I would think so, but I'd also back that they both go 12 rounds. I don't think either will knock the other one out.
Unlikely, yeah.
I haven't been a Fury fan because I absolutely did my balls when he beat Klitschko. What a joke! I'm laying bigger than Betfair, left, right, and centre, and I did my balls. How was he beating
Are Rob
Klitschko?
Hill's bookies still in business?
They're still in business, yeah.
Yeah,
We've got a couple of main punters. It's been a bit
Alex
quiet.
O'Donoghue is one of them, or
the Don will remain nameless as one of the main
yeah.
one of the main punters. He should have come to me for a golf bet, if I'm honest. But
Who? Don should have.
the Don should have, yeah. I think he still owes
40 points,
he still owes me 20 that he thinks I've forgotten about.
Oh,
That's
it's lovely to hear.
Are you
Don, if you're
listening, Don?
listening, apparently you're on the list.
Don, if you're listening, you're the one person on the other list.
More things on his list than Schindler. How are we getting on
interesting.
So,
Is PSP loans open for business anytime soon?
not to you, Robert. No.
To anyone?
I've got a loyal customer, the Don. The Don's on the list at the moment.
Excellent.
Every month.
Which list is he on, the plus list or the minus list?
He's on the EOs.
Okay, excellent news. How is the Don?
Don does pay up on time every time.
Oh,
So,
interesting. Okay.
Don has got
Nice dig.
Don's
Nice
got
dig.
an
I like it.
A-star credit rating with
Excellent.
PSP.
Yeah, cheers.
loans.
So
How are you
let's
getting
move
there
on.
with
Let's
this?
move on to Cheltenham.
Right. So this week which is the main reason you're here, Rob,
Oh,
as the expert, because John wasn't available.
absolutely.
So we've got Cheltenham this week.
Did
so I
did
don't
Annie
know-
not let John out then, or
John
what
just
was
said
the-
he's not really a public speaker unless he's had a beer. So
Okay.
and you are a public speaker.
Partner
so-
does know his public speaking.
So
and he
I
knows
don't
his
know
Cheltenham.
how we want to go about this, Casper. If you want to,
Oh,
obviously we're not going to go through all 28 races,
No, God,
but
no.
I'll lead if you
main-
want.
yeah,
Do
main-
not bet in every
main
single
picks.
race.
That's one of the tips we've got, partner. But right, first quick thing is the ground. I think it's going to go off good to soft. They were
I
saying
think
was
it'll
gonna-
be the good side of good to soft,
You
if I'm
think so?
honest. Yeah,
Because
especially there's
that's what they
bit,
were
bit
saying.
sunny today. Weather looks all right.
But I think they're going to water it heavy.
They'll water it, but I think it'll be good.
That is a big factor. I know that
It
it
is.
bores people to talk about the ground, but
It
it's a big
does.
factor.
It is a
on-
massive factor.
for a few of these races, and we'll get into the reason why. So we'll talk about the. We're going to run through each day. Not every race, like we've said, but the main sort of races. If you want to talk as any race, just drop us a comment or a race or whatever, and give us your tips as well. Any
Yeah, chuck your
fancies?
tips in.
But we're going to start off with the 120 on the Tuesday, the Supreme Novice. We've obviously got the very short price favourite of
Appreciate It.
Yeah.
Appreciate It. Going off at the moment, I think at 5 to 4.
I saw 6 to 5 earlier, but it may have
Yeah,
changed.
that it's very short in my opinion. I'd be laying that, although it could easily win. I'd be on Ballyadam each way. To be fair, I don't see it being out of the frame. 6 to 1, bit of a bet to nothing.
Yeah, I couldn't throw you off that.
I'm on Soaring Glory.
Oh, lovely.
I would only thing I'd say about Appreciate
Well, I think
It.
the favourite's going to win, but I'm on.
Yeah, I said
I'm a lucky 15. I'm on.
Lovely job. Bit short though. Appreciate it.
It is short,
Yeah.
but I think it's obviously a good horse. It's not a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
horse. Obviously, it's won over 2.5 miles on a bumper, so a bit of change of pace here. Will it stay up the hill over 2 miles, sort of thing? Because it's obviously not. And the race itself is pretty poor. I mean, normally there's 15 plus runners in this, and there's only 8.
Yeah.
So I would probably be on Appreciate It, but I'd probably stick it in with something.
What price Appreciate It on Betfair?
I will have a look now.
So I'd probably have a gamble at 2 to 1 on Appreciate It, but
You can have a
Let's have a
gamble
quick-
on anything at 2 to 1.
16th
the
it is
partner.
tomorrow, isn't it? So the 3 it is even
Paige,
money,
have a look at
pretty
your
much
can I
even
have a
money.
look at your Bet365 history, please.
I don't use it anymore, so yeah, you can.
Okay,
The only history on there is Dolts' bookings bets. That's it. I am a Paddy Power man now.
Take care, all the best. What they ban you for then on Bet365, mate? Or was it casual
Basically,
fraud?
I just don't get any free bets because I let someone use my account ages
Oopsie.
ago, and they took
Probably
a few
you,
grand
partner.
on the dogs. So they took away all my privileges, no free bets, no early payout. So I've
What?
gone over to Paddy Power to get free bets.
I hate bookies
Yeah.
with a passion. They want it all their own
Wouldn't
way.
even
We
mean
don't
it
need to
if
go
you
down
was
that rabbit hole, partner.
Rob Hill's bookies.
Yeah, just stick to Rob Hill's bookies.
Stick to Rob Hill's bookies. We only bet 210%. That's not a problem.
So I
We've
think
got our punters in mind. No danger.
we'll move on to the Arkle Challenge Trophy at the 155 on the Tuesday. Obviously, the big favourite of the day is Shishkin, going off at probably 2 on. Thoughts?
Have to back Shishkin, unfortunately.
Backer, Leia, you're back in. Carlos?
Absolute backer.
The price is too short, but again, same as the first race, I'd probably put it in an ACCA.
I'll
Why not have a
probably
big
double up.
big single on Shishkin and then see where you are?
I'm probably
Yeah.
going to do that, to be
No,
fair.
my luck, I'll be in the suit after that.
In the suit with me, probably.
I've been stung before back in sort of
Oh, we all
Shorties.
have.
big bets on a couple of shorties in
Oh,
in
yeah.
a
Yeah,
double or a
yeah.
treble. So
What about
I'm a
that?
bit reluctant to do that.
What about that day a few years ago when Ruby took a fall on Ali Power?
Oh,
cash.
God. Jesus.
4
Christ.
for 4.
Four
Big
for four.
favourites on the day. Oh my God, people would have been rich.
Yeah.
Ruby takes
sickening.
£1 million quid for a fall.
Sickening. But yeah, Shishkin obviously at 1 to 2 is probably the bet of the day for me, really. Obviously, it has fallen at Newbury when it first. But that was the thing with Shishkin in big fields. I don't think it likes it at all. But it's obviously going to be a smaller field, and as long as he's got his room, I think he'll breeze it. I can't see it being a problem. I would maybe stick it. Obviously, if you're looking for a bit of bit of value, maybe do the forecast with All Mankind, because I think that's the second best horse in the race. I know it says that with the odds as well.
Josh Lee forecast. I wouldn't be
Josh,
making a bet like that.
That is a Jot Lee forecast.
Absolute
I'm just trying
Jot
to
Lee.
bring out a different idea. If people are heavy on Shishkin, I would be backing just Shishkin heavy.
Yeah.
Make that-
Where Jot Lee? I haven't seen Jot Lee
yourself
for a long
some
time.
Get yourself some stake money by backing it big.
Yeah, that's
What
it.
I've got to do is I've got to contact a loans company, a PSP Loans. Big shout out. Shove it on
Is that one of your
Shishkin.
sponsors?
He is one of my sponsors actually. Shove it on Shishkin, and then 5 minutes later, pay the money back. All the best.
So I
That's
think
a Don
What odds
move.
are you
if
offering
ever heard one.
on Shishkin then?
yeah.
Well, actually, on
Even money?
Betfair's 1.57 Shishkin.
So
That's 4 to 7 before commission. I will not be offering any even money Shishkin.
That's unfortunate. So yeah, I think as we're all going to be on Shishkin there, it seems.
as Robert's bookies got funds in the account to pay out any winnings.
Absolutely.
Good.
Lovely to see.
You might receive a text. I'll probably stick with Paddy Power.
Send the text through. And
Paddy Power pays out. So
if you want to back something at a bigger price, then go on.
How you getting
enjoy
on?
yourself really.
Interesting.
We'll
Can I
move
have a look at your hair, by the way, Paige? You've got a
Yeah,
little cap
on the
on. Let's have a
screen.
look, see what's going on. Very interesting.
Thin.
Any thoughts on it?
No, it's as grey as mine, so
Yeah,
I
well,
can't really say
it's
much.
not-
It's
not
all right.
changed.
It's long. It's long. What?
Well, we are in lockdown.
Yeah.
No barbers
Mr.
open.
Mr. Cuts is open.
Is he?
Yes. 15 quid, short back and sides. Don't worry, that will be a skin fade.
It'll be skin. I don't know about the fade. Just
Right.
ask beef.
There
Beef,
you
if
go.
you're listening.
Skin.
Skin tramline hair.
Any
Mr.
thoughts
Cuts.
on Mr. Cuts beef?
He'll be in bed.
Thoughts? He's on the
So
bike ride.
big race of the day. We're going to talk about every big race, but obviously on the Tuesday it's the Champion Hurdle. Great. It's the race of the meeting for me actually. I think this is the
better
best.
than the whole, better than the Gold Cup.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, yeah,
I think this is the one that everyone's gonna watch, and obviously you got to watch. The three big runners are obviously Honeysuckle, Epitan, and Goshan.
Who do you gentlemen fancy then? If you were only to pick one, the clever people are going to back all three
Yeah.
and have Epitan as a big winner. But
Yep.
we're not clever people. Who do you fancy, Carlos?
I've backed Goshan before and been stung. So
Did you
That
back
foul
him?
last year,
In,
so
yeah,
did
so did I.
yeah.
Oh my
Last
god!
at the last.
Why has the jockey
would tell you
booted
about
him
that.
in
I don't know.
to that fence?
I
couldn't
backed
believe
him
it.
again
Fuming.
not that long ago, and it
Gary
lost.
Moore.
It lost again.
Yeah, and then hacked up. Yeah, it was Gary Moore.
Yeah.
What a joke! He's
And
booted him.
I didn't back
booted
it
him
when
to
it
the
hacked
fence.
up. I backed in the previous couple
Yeah.
of times when
Oh,
it
no.
didn't
That
win.
was the
so
triumph on it last
Yeah,
year.
it was. Yeah,
absolutely
I was.
flying, really, miles clear.
I was on my break at work, and I went and had a little watch of that in the car. Yeah, faller. Great. Gary Moore boots him into the final fence. When you're looking at a 4-1 winner.
Yeah, and
Comfortable heavy.
also I would. Well, Carlos just got a few technical problems. He's just asking me a couple of questions. 2 seconds. We'll just talk
So
about.
partner. So what I wanted to mention, actually no. So you, because I know that you fancy Honeysuckle, don't you?
Yes, just because of the weight.
Yeah.
The 7 pounds in weight is a big.
She's unbeaten.
Yeah.
Although I fancy a bit of Epitan myself. I think is a class horse. It did get beat by Silver Streak a few weeks back now, but it will turn the tables with Silver Streak, no danger.
Yeah,
whatsoever.
I would have thought so.
I'd back, well, if you've got the cash, you back all three and have Epitan as your big winner for me. If you're backing one, you back Epitan.
Yeah, I would agree with everything you just said. I actually want to be against Goshan. Sorry, Carl, you back, mate? We're just getting Carlos
I'm back.
He's
Well
back.
done, Carlos.
Sorry, just a few technical issues. We have got I would be on Shishki.
Spit it out, mate. Spit
I'm
it
all
out.
over this shop here. Honeysuckle, just because of the weight, the 7 pounds. I think that's a big difference. But I mean, yeah, everyone's going to have their own opinions on
Yeah.
Epitan. Obviously, winning it back to back, can it do it? I think if the ground is going to be good, then that's a big favour to Epitan. 'cause
Absolutely, it'll outspeed him without a shadow
absolutely
of a doubt.
will outspeed him. Goshan's going to set the pace though, and if they've got to catch him, he's definitely going to be setting the pace. Abracadabras on the each way value.
Oh no,
No.
Honeysuckle smashed it. 10 lengths, I think. like a couple of months
I've
back.
done Aspire Tower as each way bet.
You've done who,
Aspire
sorry?
Tower.
Aspire Tower.
Rob Hill's bookies will
40.
give you.
Just
Rob Hill's bookies will give you
Oh,
60s, no
Aspire
danger.
Tower.
Aspire
yeah.
Tower, yeah. Well, it's 20s now, but it's that. But I've got.
Yeah, 22-1 Aspire Tower, just for you,
Well, I've
Carlos.
just done it in unlucky 15. I've done a few outside.
An unlucky
There's a lot
15.
of short prices tomorrow. Come tomorrow, I'll probably put a bet on a few favourites, but that's from the horse's mouth, literally.
Interesting.
That's one of my outsiders.
A horse of note tomorrow, to be fair, Roxana. It's the class horse
Yeah,
in the mares.
I do like Roxana. 3-1, I think it is at the moment.
Yeah, 3-1. What is it on? I think you can get slightly
Well,
bigger
you
than
could bet
that on
fair,
Betfair.
yeah,
Maybe
will
even
we?
back her each way because
Concertista is very short price favourite.
yeah,
so
I don't know whether I'd lay that,
it's
but I'd
again
be on
about even
Roxana.
money, I think, isn't it?
It's
Uh,
no
Roughly.
Corvega, but
No, I'd be on Roxana.
5
Come
to
to 5-4.
Yeah.
John Boy will be
There's
on
a lot.
Roxana,
Most races
no
have
problem.
got at least 3 or 4 of
But
them
I'm
are
with you on
almost even money
Roxana.
favourites tomorrow. So
I'd also give a quick. Mate, I'll probably
What's
be on Freeze. I think at the moment you'll be able to get bigger on Betfair. Bustleton in the 4:15 race as well. The Boodles general handicap. I like Bustleton and that. But we'll move on to Wednesday. And on Wednesday, the first race we'll talk
Ladies'
about.
Day Wednesday.
Ladies' Day
Lovely
is
job.
partners tip. I know inside information here, but I know it's partners tip of the meeting in the 120. Envoy Allen.
Tip of the meeting, is it?
I think Envoy's running on Thursday.
Charlie's just said when's the
Is it
Cheltenham
Thursday?
expert
It's
coming on?
Thursday. Sorry, I'm all over.
What's
the
Charlie
shop here.
said?
When's the Cheltenham expert coming on?
Very interesting.
I've skipped ahead there. Wednesday. sorry.
Brother Beef. Any
Where-
reply to Brother
Yeah,
Beef?
Brother Beef. I thought we were friends. How was your kebab go the other day, Brother Beef? I spotted you. No
Did he have
danger.
one, did he?
I saw him tucking into a large mix and XL cheesy chips, and he had a little burger on the
Where
side.
was this?
No danger.
How's the diet going?
Thames Down Drive kebabby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All the best.
Very
Just
interesting.
enjoy yourself there, Beef. How's the diet going? All the very best.
So yeah, Wednesday. Sorry, the first race on Wednesday, the 120, was Bob Ollinger.
There you go.
That's the right race. I'll
yeah,
get
that's
there
good.
eventually. Bearman's Brave as well is a good shout, and I cannot pronounce.
Gallard,
Yeah,
Dimensny,
You are the one that are good at all that. That's the one I fancy as well. So if you could keep
Oh.
saying that.
Mesnil.
I fancy First Flow, to be honest. Actually, that is in Champion Chase, isn't it?
But yeah, Gallard's one. I would say the hardest race is out of all of them, the most competitive before this, on either side of the Irish Sea, I should say.
Yeah.
I don't think Bob's good enough jumper for this. I don't like him as a jumper. 9-4 would definitely not
Yeah.
be back in that.
No bet for
And
me.
Brave,
He's had a recent win at Nass. I think that's why he's.
Nice. Yeah.
but Brave Man's game ran well at Newbury last
I
time
believe
out,
that's how
didn't
it's
it?
pronounced. Nass. Nass.
Nah. Brave
Nice.
Man, Brave
Is that
Man,
what it is it?
Brave Man's game won well at Newbury last time, and he pissed it, to be fair. But it was a slightly easier race. But I mean, if you're looking at just how it ran very well. But I'll probably be on. How do you pronounce it, Carlos?
You pronounce it.
Is your mic on? Have you turned your mic off?
No.
All right, it's just a bit low there. Sorry, mate.
Gallard du Mesnil.
Yep, that's the one I will be on. Partner, what are you on? Sorry, on a
No
little
bet.
No bet. It's a good
Just
shout.
enjoy it. All the very best.
You don't have to bet on every race, just everyone knows. Then the big favourite on the Wednesday, Monkfish on the 155.
Again, boring, but Monkfish is going to win the
Yeah,
races.
I can't see it. I think it's probably the better the meeting, to be fair. Like, again, the race isn't great.
I think it's the one most likely to win. It's
Yeah.
not my nap, but I think it's the one most likely.
If you can be
I
patient
agree.
and bet over the 4 days, then you can get yourself a decent enough sort of 4 or 5 fold with the favourites. If
Yeah.
you want to put a £50.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But it's whether you want to be patient.
I did actually fancy Latest Expedition at a big price at tens, but it's been it's obviously changed. It's not in the race anymore. It hasn't been declared for it. It's changed, I think, for the Friday. It might be on the Friday it's running now. So yeah, I'd definitely be.
Yeah, what
definitely
Monkfish?
Definitely be on back in Monkfish,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And then the big day big race on Wednesday, the Queen Mother's Champion Chase. Good race. Will Eltior find its form again?
Look, I'm a massive Altior fan, but I don't think he's going to win this race. Unfortunately, I think he's getting a bit old and he's turned into a little bit of an old plodder.
Who
For me.
would you be on?
Chasson
favourite?
Persois for
Yeah.
me, or Persois.
The fave.
Yeah, I'd be on Persois as well.
You know what? I'd take on the favourite.
Put the kettle on.
I put the kettle on now. I'd be on first flow.
Ollie.
Yeah, first flow. It battered Politolog.
12 to 1
At
first flow.
Ascot. Yeah, I
Good
think it's
shout.
big
Good
price.
shout, yeah.
Battered Politolog. I know it was at Ascot, a very, very different course, but look, it hacked up that day. I'm not too sure. I think that's a favourite to lay, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not. I might be on put the kettle on because it won big cash for me last time.
Lovely.
I think it's obviously we know it's going to stay up that hill as well.
It'll stay. It'll stay.
So again, it depends. If there's rain, then I definitely will be backing it. If not, then I probably will be on first flow. To be fair, it's all again on the ground, isn't
We've
it?
got some expert knowledge from Beefy. He said Batash, the only horse I know, is he running?
Unfortunately, Batash is a flat horse, so will not be jumping this weekend. Oh, this week, sorry. But it's a great horse. Don't get me wrong; it's one of my favourite horses.
Up the beef.
So on to
Enjoy the beef.
Thursday.
Right? We can now. We are on to partner's tip of the
Bit
week.
of Envoy
Sorry,
Allen.
Now we're talking.
Envoy Allen. Talk to his partner as it's your tip of the week.
Envoy Allen, unbeaten gelding. It's gonna win the races.
Do you think it's any effect on what happened?
Look, if anything, I think the horse maybe will enjoy a little bit of a change. It should be 2 to 5. It's 8 to 11, probably because of the changes that it's had.
Yeah.
Clearly, Gordon Elliott is still training that horse.
Yeah.
Like the surroundings are going to be different. Could put the horse off. I think it might even give it a little bit of excitement, if I'm honest. And I think it's an absolute certainty. And I think it's of good value.
Yeah, I'd agree. The only one I'd say at a price is Chantry House, 8 to 1.
Yeah, wouldn't put off anyone backing it each way or even without Envoy.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, it's a good bet. Without Envoy would be, I don't know what price that is, but that would be a good bet. So that's probably the only one I'd look if you're not fancying Envoy Allen, if you want to take the favourite on.
The odds on isn't for everyone, to be fair.
No.
Rightfully as well, they don't all win.
No, they're definitely not all going to win. Like I said, Paul Suarez probably the only favourite I will definitely be against. Envoys again, a ground. I keep saying the ground, but it will be a bit of a ground thing, and see how he settles in the paddock as well.
I think
any
it'll
reports
love
on
the
what the
good
weather's
stuff.
supposed to be like over the 4 days?
Bit of rain, I think, later on in Wednesday. I think tomorrow's okay, and then rain sort of the rest of the week.
What's the going as it is now?
They're saying it's the good side of soft, but they're it's going good at the moment. But I think there'll be obviously there's a bit of rain, but I think they're going to water it. I reckon it'll be good to soft, but you reckon it'll be good or good side of
closer to good, but they won't like that. Yeah,
No.
they'll water it, but
I
I
think
think it'll be the good side.
Yeah,
They're going to get Beef out with his watering can.
yeah. Get beef
Astonishing.
out.
He'll do a lap.
The
Do a lap,
2:30.
then head to Pizza Hut.
The
No
2:30 Ryanair chase. I think this is the best race on the Thursday. Pick a winner out of those. It is stacked. We got Alejo,
Min for me.
Min. You've
Yeah.
got Melon. You've got that Fakir. I can't say the second name. Fakir.
Give this one to Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos. All the
The
best.
Turk.
Do Allries or something.
Dudairies, I think it is.
Yeah, that'll do.
Dudairies.
Because that should have won big. That was tipped up big last year to win. Oh, I can't remember what race, and I think it came absolutely nowhere.
Got pumped.
Mr. Fisher, good price at 8s as well, and we got Sam Crow.
What price melon?
What price Sam Crow?
Melon is around 7s, I think.
Maybe back melon each way. That's if it runs.
Yeah, Melon. It hasn't been. Obviously, Thursday races haven't been declared just yet.
Yeah. Melon declared. I think I'd back that each way.
Yeah, I probably as well. But
Could be a no
Mr.
bet race.
Fisher,
One to watch.
It's maybe just that if you've got a free bet, maybe stick with that.
Yeah,
Because you've
good
got
shout.
good prices there. If you've got a free bet, that might be the one for you. And then we've got the big race at 3:05, which is now the Stayers Hurdle, not the World
Stayers,
Horse,
yeah.
which is a crazy.
Big
Paisley
bucks.
Park,
What are you saying?
favourite.
Yeah, Paisley Park's
I think it's
fave,
the-
isn't he?
I think the price is right. I don't know if I'm going to be on it though.
Who's Side of
Side of Burley's, yeah.
Second favourite. Look, I'd be on, actually, one at a bigger price. I've been tipping up odds on favourites, but I'd be on Liz Nagar Oscar around about 10, 11 to 1 mark. Won at the festival last year. Look, it quickens up. If the ground is good, how I think, then I don't think it'll be far away at a bigger price. But I wouldn't, again, if there's rain, Paisley's going to stay on, isn't it,
Yeah,
all
it
day?
definitely stays.
Um,
It had obviously Paisley's been a bit dodgy with the old tactics, I think. But last time he got trapped in at Ascot, and it came out and got out, and obviously it won by a short head, didn't it? But it did come out, and it ran well. So that is another thing in its favour. Fury Road is one I'd be looking at in each way shout. Hasn't kicked on as well this year as I thought it would.
Is that?
Yeah. But he has. When it first won, it looked good to me. So at 12s, he's always going to be a bit wary at these prices, but that's the one I'd probably look to maybe than Paisley. But by Thursday, you can start to see what jockeys, what trainers are in form for the week. So that's also another thing to be bearing in mind. Carlos, any?
Yeah, well, we just had an exclusive tip from Beef, our
all right.
Our second in command in the expert stakes. He said Mr. Cuts has given him a bit of info a few months back. Don't know how Mr. Cuts knew he'd be running a few months back, but Red Indian 340, he says lump.
Friday 340.
He says lump as much as a lump he takes out of Beef's head when he comes.
Right, so there you
And
go.
that
You've heard it for the Beef. I've actually got a big tip. This is my tip of the week.
Here we go.
It's Friday.
On the Thursday,
Oh, wow.
this is in the 155 race. It's a bit of because of the price as well. Imperial Alcazar, 5-1 at the moment. It's this race that it's running in is a stepping stone to the Stayers Hurdle, the World Hurdle, and it won at Warwick last time out and won well at Cheltenham before last.
One and one well.
And I think it's shown improvement over the
Form
the
at
last
Cheltenham,
year.
did you just?
It's won. What happened? It did win. Well, it didn't win, and then the stewards gave it the win, and then they appealed it later, and it didn't get the win. So
1 and 1 well.
1 and 1 well. But it was going to be in the Stayers, and they've changed it last minute.
Interesting.
So I think there's a move there for why have they done that. I don't know if they've just thought it's not good enough, or they thought we're definitely going to get a win here at Cheltenham, and we've got a better price at 5. Got a decent price here at 5s. So
one to jot in the notebook, everyone.
Definitely.
The boss
for me.
is Oscar for me in that race.
Boss is Oscar. I haven't even. Is that what price is that, Carlos?
It's an each way shout.
Oh right, okay. Is that one of Ruby's? Is it?
Yeah, it's one of Ruby's.
Lovely to see.
He's just sent the text.
But yeah, Imperial Alcazar is my tip for the Thursday. 5-1. You had it here first. If it 10%
that may go in a 25 pence each way.
25
17
pence.
fold.
Yeah.
And then the Friday, the only race we're really going to talk about is the Gold Cup. Is Album Photo going to do it 3 times?
I think he's going to win.
I think
I think it's an open race also.
yeah, it's a good race.
Yeah, very good.
I've been up against Album Photo the last 2 times it's won. I think it's
Same.
the worst 2-time Gold Cup winner ever. Well, I think it's the worst, nearly arguably one of the worst Gold Cup winners, to be honest,
Could win the treble. What
and
a
it's
joke.
going to win the treble. Well, it could win the treble. It's absolute farce. Champ at 9-2. I would not be touching.
What about Santini down there in the
Yeah,
betting? It looked like
Santini.
he was
If you
going to
scroll
win the
down the betting,
races.
there's some cracking horses in
There
there.
is.
It's like,
Santini ran absolute shocker on its pre run,
Yeah.
but I think that was something to do with the trainers as well, to
That
hold
might
it back
be,
as well.
Be an each way bet, but look, I
Yeah.
actually wouldn't put anyone off Album Photo.
I wouldn't put him off it,
just
but
because-
I'm not going to back it because I've been
Yeah.
against it 2 years, so I can't back it a
No.
third year.
Poor standard.
Poor Champ.
Lost in Translation even is down there. At like
Yeah, I
34,
know.
so-
yeah, there's
25
some incredible
well,
horses in
25
there.
on
Some great champions that have
this morning,
won
but
big races at big and massive prices.
that like I say, Chambo not for me because of the jumping, but it's the best traveller out of them all, I'd say, and it's going to finish like a train if it can stay up that hill. It
Yeah.
normally does.
Yeah.
But I just don't think it'll get round. It'll clip too many fences and that'll take it out of him. So I wouldn't be on Champ. Plus Tard, or however you pronounce it.
Plutarch.
Plutarch.
Yeah,
yeah.
back that was my nap of the meeting last year.
Yeah, I find
Plutarch.
that's probably what I'll back. Obviously won the handicap at Cheltenham. The quicker ground again will
Yeah.
suit it.
It will.
If it doesn't have if it's not good ground, then I'd probably be against it. But at the moment, as things stand, I would be with it. The other French thing, Royal, yeah, how do you pronounce it? Pagali. I'm gonna go with.
Royal Pagali.
Yeah, something like that, Casper.
That's another
Casper
Ken
struggles
Boy.
with the old names, like it's like
Anything
Paul
foreign,
Mercer.
yeah. Anything, anything. You know, bit French. I'm in the soup.
What about anything Eastern European, partner?
No danger there. Ken Boy, Santini, Froden. That's a lot of people will probably be back
Yeah,
on that.
Bryony.
Yeah, for Bryony Frost.
20-1 last time. It was.
Native River. We've got some
Take care, all the
technical
best.
issues there. Native River and, like you say, Lost in Translation as well. So there is a lot of good
There's a field.
named horses. I don't know if they're so good anymore.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, like you said earlier, Casper, before we came on, the best day of racing is the first day.
Tuesday's
I
the
think
best
that
day by
obviously the
far.
Gold Cup's a great race on Friday, but other than that, I think the best day is tomorrow.
So yeah, that's. I hope we've given you a little bit of guidance there, but again, it's.
Just one on the Friday in the Triumph Hurdle.
There we go.
It's probably way too short to back now, but Zana here is looking. It looks like it's about a 2-1 chance. That was 20s a couple of weeks back.
Market mover.
12s 10 days back. I looked last week at 4-1. Obviously didn't get on.
And you're going
It's
to
now a
back
2-1 chance. Yeah. So hopefully people are on before the 2-1, because I wouldn't tip it up at 2-1, but there's a lot of money for that horse.
So yeah, hopefully you've got our sort of tips and information there. Like I said, mine's tip of the weekend.
Who are you in that percent, gentlemen?
Imperial, like I said, Imperial Alcazar at 5-1's my tip. I'm going to be on Monkfish because I just don't think anything else can beat it in that race. Again, I'll be a backer of Shishkin because, again, I just don't think the race is good enough. I'll probably be on, what was one of the more sort of bigger prices that I've got. Put the kettle on, like I said, but again, it depends on the ground.
Maybe Roxana.
I'll be on there.
Bit of a nap.
Yeah, I'll be on there on the first day.
Roxana, my next best. Envoy LN is my tip at is my nap at a meeting.
I think.
Or Paul Townend to be top jockey.
Paul Townend, that is what I was going to mention. He's 4-11, 2-5, top jockey. That's a great bet.
It's a huge back.
If anyone wants to get on a
Back
certainty
him,
for the meeting.
watch all the racing.
I wish you could do the treble because Ireland to win is 1-5. And top trainer is John Joe, obviously.
Willie.
Millie, sorry. Yeah, John Joe says.
They'll do a little special. Is that could be a Rob Hills bookie special, if I'm honest.
What, the treble?
Yeah, I might increase
What's
a
Willie's about
bit
1 to
odds on
7
that.
last time
I don't know. I just know he's.
What are you offering?
1 to 5 probably.
I'll have a little look, Carlos.
I'll have a I might
maybe price boost that.
But yeah, just a little fit. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of offers floating around, so don't just take the first price you see.
Yeah.
Try and have a little float about if you can.
Actually, I'll tell you what I did
If
see.
you're betting on singles, Betfair's a place to.
Definitely be on Betfair if you haven't got a Betfair account. It's
Don't bet with the bookies.
Yep.
Unless it's Rob Hill's bookies.
But if you've obviously got your
110%.
free bets as well, also look for the places.
Any free bets with Rob Hill's bookies?
Yeah, you can earn free bets. Yeah, loyal customers.
No new customers only. Because I've never backed. With,
Yeah,
Rob Hill's
okay. Yeah,
bookies.
you haven't. Okay, so
can I have a free bet on the first race tomorrow?
If your first bet is paid on, then you can have a free bet for the to use in the Gold Cup on the Friday.
Right. What's the amount? Whatever my stake is on the first bet.
It is minimum £20, maximum £100.
Right. The Don's just turned up.
Don, top
customer.
Don is
Top customer of Rob Hill's bookies.
Apparently you owe him 20 quid, Don.
Yeah, Don, where's my 20? No one's forgotten. One price I did see, Epitant, a price boost on Sky Bet. Epitant to finish in the top 4, 8 to 15.
They know about the ground.
That's a
all
steal.
I'd say of that.
That is a steal. If you can get lots on, get on it.
It'll be a £20, probably £20 max bet with Sky Bet.
Shop about.
Sky Bet.
There's 28 races. Shop about.
Cut your coupons out of the newspapers. Not a problem. No danger.
Any coupons available?
There'll be lots of
coupons.
There'll be plenty of coupons available. Don't worry about that.
That is lovely to hear.
But yeah, so just look out for your offers. Obviously, the place market as well. Don't other bookies are probably doing specials on 6 places instead of 5 and all that malarkey. So just keep an eye out on that. Do your ITV7. It's free.
Yeah.
Get in. You got a chance of winning
All day long.
50 grand a day. I think it is, and it rolls over each day. So get involved in that. And obviously, have fun and gamble responsibly. Have as I suppose we should say all that after we've done all that.
Never bet more than you can afford.
How you getting on there, partner?
PSP loans.
So we're just going to come away from the racing. We will come back to it because we're going to give our top 5 racehorses of all time. Just a couple more things to go over, really. We've done the Fury and Joshua. I just wanted to mention F1 testing is underway at the moment. Red Bull looking really strong. Can't really read a lot into it because Mercedes generally turn all their power down early on in the testing. It's more about reliability early on, but signs are that Red Bull will be challenging quite heavily. Rob, any thoughts on that?
I didn't watch any of it, but who is... So Max is number 1 at Red Bull. Who's their second?
It is...
Albon's.
No. It's
Gasly?
No. It's Sergio Perez.
Oh, nice.
Perez has gone Red Bull.
So they
Didn't
might
know
have a
that.
little battle, those two. And Ferrari?
Max is
It's-
too
and
good. Perez
Leclerc?
is alright. Yeah, Leclerc and...
What you want to do is get on Max each way. I don't know what the prices are, to be fair, but for the title,
He'll be
it's
second
I
favourite,
think
surely.
Lewis is going to win it again, but hopefully it's just more of a closely fought battle.
yeah.
You give Max a car that's almost equivalent to what Lewis is driving, it'll be a great battle
It
between
will.
them two.
Yeah.
Bottas is just not good enough, unfortunately, but that's how the top teams like it.
Good number two, yeah.
He's a great number 2.
Yeah.
Number
Great
2,
number
yes.
two.
Number 2,
Rubens
yes, Manu.
Barrichello.
Yeah,
Yeah, great
Yeah,
number 2.
fine.
He'll win you a couple
Johnny
of races
Herbert.
this
Yeah.
season.
but yeah.
And while we're on the F1, do you want to mention...
I just wanted to mention Murray Walker. I've been watching F1 since I was a kid, so he was the voice of it.
Go on, Carlos.
Voice
Do
it.
it.
Let's go, Mansell!
Wow.
That's my impression of Murray
Better than I
Walker.
can do.
Yeah, so he was the voice of F1 growing up, so it was really sad. He was 97, had a good innings, but I think there's no commentator out there that's been as good as him. I
Nowhere
think
near.
more for his mistakes and stuff, and just
Yeah. Just
and
having a laugh,
couple
really,
of
didn't he?
catchphrases,
Yeah.
Pedal to the metal.
Great.
It's him and John Motson.
Yeah.
But yeah, Murray Walker. Rest in
Legend,
peace, mate.
R.I.P..
Absolute legend.
And also Marvin Hagler in the boxing world died, a former champion.
Pure class.
Yeah.
Underrated as well somehow. I think he was
Before
top
my
3
time,
ever.
probably more Ben Dalton's time. He's a bit before
Yeah.
mine, but
Slightly
never
before
sad.
mine.
He was quite. I think he was only 66. I think he was.
Yeah,
so
he was young.
I've
still-
watched some
still young.
repeats, some replays.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
well
yeah,
before my time.
R.I.P. to them too. And what have we got left? to
Top
talk
5,
about?
isn't it? Is that the only thing
Yeah,
we've got
top
left?
5, and then I'll announce the winner of the Raka competition. So I don't know if we want to do what we usually do, Casper.
Yeah,
we all
we'll-
do our 5, then we all do our 4.
Yeah.
I've struggled to put mine into an order really. other than-
Paige,
other than
I've come up with your top 5.
have you?
Yeah, I think you've got Red Rum.
No.
It's there. Desert Orchids there.
No.
Shergar's in there.
No.
Seabiscuit's in there.
Arkle.
Mr. Ed's in there.
So my number
What-
5 is Kauto style, Cueto style.
Oh, lovely job.
Number 5.
We'll
Only number 5.
my number
Yeah.
5 is a weird one, but it'll mean a lot. Mean nothing to a lot of people. But Hawkeye Danu.
Oh, Hawkeye the New. My number 5 again is very similar. My number 5 is Omaha City. Reason being, backed
some money.
and tipped up at 50
To be
1
fair,
in the
I could
Group
have
2
put.
race.
I've had a couple of big wins in the national one on number 6 Valverde.
Oh, nice. Not long
Remember
ago.
that? Yeah, well, that is a long time ago. That
Is it?
Is it? What else have I had a win on?
Easy.
It was a grey. What was a grey horse that won? Rob, remember the grey horse that won?
What, the national?
Yeah,
Neptune Collonge?
Neptune Collonge. I won on that as well. Yeah.
Lovely job.
No,
How did that get up, by the way?
God knows.
Hawkeye Danu for me. Just it was on my 18th birthday, which is
Oh.
10 years.
So
this
your
year.
first ever bet?
First ever bet. Hawkeye Danu pissed up at 10 to 1.
Absolutely. I
whatever.
remember that day, actually.
Do you?
It's been downhill ever since.
We all backed it. Everyone
Backed it. Everyone did back it.
I
in
think
the boozer.
that was my 20th birthday.
Yeah,
I
it must
think,
have been 20 there, partner.
21 or 28?
21 or 28.
Um,
Femi Martins.
But great, over Fema Martins. But yeah, great. So that's right. Number 4 for me, Big Bucks, one of the best actual horses to watch at winning the World Hurdle, Stayers Hurdle as it's now called.
Numerous occasions.
It didn't jump, did it? It just trotted over it.
Yeah.
It was such a big horse. It didn't treat it as a hurdle. It just sort of popped over, and that was it. But won it 4 times,
Yeah.
I think.
I used to take it on. I used to back
Mad.
something each way against
Nulous.
it every single year.
Mad
and
nulous.
get my place money back, and that's it. Like Voled at 20s.
Yeah.
Smad Place, I think, as well. Punchestown in there. Never backed big butts in a world. Hurdle.
Unbelievable. Big Bucks, great horse.
Yeah.
Carlos, number 4.
Best mate for me, number 4.
Oh, I love a bit of best mate.
I thought that would be in your top 5.
Doesn't make my top.
Unbelievable.
Top 5. 4 for me, Quato Star.
Quato Star.
Quato Star.
Good
Quato Star
choice.
Denman.
Well,
Quato Star
I'll quickly go on to 3 because number 3 is Quato Star
Oh,
for
wow.
me. So
Okay, yeah. Let's talk Quato Star. What a horse, to be
Great
fair.
horse. I mean, if it's running now, it is winning multiple.
Yeah. Wow.
I know it did win multiples, but winning even more at the moment. You'd love it to be running in this Gold Cup in the last couple of years. It would have pissed it. Great horse. Obviously had the rivalship with Denman as well, and stable, fair, and all that.
Denman.
Always great
There's a story there.
Go on, partner. Is it what?
Well, it's Richard Cooper, so we won't go into
Oh,
that
right.
story.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
We'll move on quickly. Some more history on Quato? Do you want to?
Yeah, it won us money over Christmas. Literally every single year at Kempton. Get on Quato.
Yeah.
You're gonna win cash. It's what I think has probably won everyone listening a lot of money.
You would have thought so.
Brilliant horse. Well, I can't believe it got beat by Denman that time.
Yeah.
I was on Quato that day.
I think everyone was on there.
Yeah, with some vouchers.
It
out
lost
of
a long run.
newspapers. Yeah, I know.
Lost
How did
a-
Long Run win that? Like
I know.
that was a lay.
That was
8-1. Nico. What a joke.
What-
Nico de Boinville.
Was
Yeah.
on long run.
Yeah.
Was it not?
Sam Whaley Cohen.
yeah.
I didn't mean Nico de Boinville. But yeah, how
Not
was
the
that
expert
one that
knowledge.
races?
You got to question him now and again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 3 was
Don't let
great
go
stuff
of
for me.
anything.
So you, Carlos?
3 winks for me.
Great.
Oh, right.
Just
Australian.
incredible how it used to come from the back every time.
Have you stayed up and bet on
Watched
that
it.
horse?
I've
I've
not
just
seen
seen
it.
I've seen loads of it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of this race.
Well, Winks was running when I was over there. So obviously,
I've
it's
seen
so
it
you backed
renowned.
every time.
Yeah.
Recently, I've seen
Pointless
also
though. 10 on.
seen a big like montage on Facebook of it where it looks like it's got
Absolute
absolutely
speed.
no chance. And then
Yeah.
it just
Winks.
comes around the bend and always comes from the back. Incredible.
What was the
Just
other
like
thing?
soul
that
power.
The only Soul Power. Nearly. It's just outside. If it weren't for Hawkeye to know, it would be fifth.
Yeah, I'd have Soul in there.
Soul Power's a
it
great
isn't,
horse.
but it's close.
But what was the Black Caviar? So the thing about
Yeah.
Winks, it
Oh,
never
yeah, good
came
shout.
over, but Black Caviar came over, and
Just won
obviously
it
it
as
just
well.
won
Yeah.
on by a bloody nose. I was in Magaluf at the time, bloody watching it, and it just won by a
Back it?
nose. Yeah, I did back it. We all backed it, so we were all breathless. And then we backed Toulon to beat Clermont in the final.
When
of-
Johnny Wilkinson was.
yeah,
Yeah.
Johnny Wilkinson. So we were absolute steam. I think it was
That-
like 8-13.
That
something.
day at Ascot, the Black Caviar won. Backed it pre the race on Betfair.
Yeah.
Laid it at 1.01, like in running for a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah.
If it traded at 1.01 and got beat, it traded at 1.01. Looked like it was getting beat. Obviously, I'm thinking I've won a lot of cash, and then it gets up.
Well, the jockey clearly got told, you are not hitting this. You cannot
Yeah.
hit this horse.
Yeah.
You've got to win on the bridle.
Yeah,
And it nearly cost them. So
joke.
crazy. Did you say your number 3, partner? Sorry.
My number 3 is Persian Punch.
Shock.
Yeah,
Good
wow.
old Persian Punch. What a legend.
Casper called that one.
Yeah, I
but
did say Persian,
yeah,
yeah.
you would have probably put him as my number 1. Just
No.
sentimental reasons. Just won me so much cash.
Yeah.
And in an Ascot Gold Cup, 20-1, I had I was actually visiting a mate.
21
at
or
uni.
28 to 1.
I had 21-8 or 28-1
£21.80 on it.
to 1.
21 to 1 or 28. Just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it, really. Take care, all the best. Yeah, 20-1. I finished second, but I had the forecast, the TriCast, the winner, and Persian Punch each way,
Wow.
Beef's got his.
and bin the lot.
Beef's got 1 Batash, 2 Tiger Roll, 2 great horses, great shows.
Yeah,
Beef.
yeah.
3 Tranria. Is that
Tamria.
Tamria?
Oh.
It won beef 340 quid at 33 to 1, so he obviously had a 10.
Is Beef
Yeah.
old enough to gamble?
Wow. It was when he was betting with one of the Irish guys and doing his nuts.
Oh,
Not
the
a lot's
beef.
changed since then.
Number 2, Carlos. You want to go
But,
first?
my number 2 is Enable.
Enable.
Oh.
Wow.
Seen it
Cracking
live.
shout.
Seen it win
Yeah.
live a couple of times.
I've seen it twice live.
great shout.
And just the relationship that Frankie had with it. And
Great
so,
horse.
yeah, great horse.
I
Great
should bid
horse.
off Persian Punch for Nable, really, but I'm not
I
going to.
can't. I don't know why, but I was never like enabled.
What about
Just didn't have
Enable?
that love for me. But I don't know why. But it's still a great horse. Don't
Yeah,
get me wrong.
yeah.
Won me plenty of cash.
Yeah.
Partner number 2,
2 for me is Quavega.
Quavega.
6 mares hurdles in a row. I was on her every single time, and it
Sprint
couldn't
Sacra.
couldn't win a couple of those, and absolutely hacked up Ruby and Quavega for me.
Yeah,
number
great
2.
shout. Quavega was absolute winning machine.
Win City.
Mine is Moonlight Cloud. There's a story behind it as well. John McMacken, if he's still listening, he will back me up on this. It's when
Any alcohol involved?
we were steaming. We was in France, obviously at Longchamp, and
Posh.
Moonlight Cloud. I'll just give you a quick brief. Coming round the bend, last 3 furlongs to go. Last 2 furlongs
Did you
to go.
have chunks on this, partner?
We've all steamed into it.
Tell me a figure.
I wouldn't like to say
Double
like,
gloves bet.
Double gloves bet. Plenty of cash, that's for sure. Through not just me, but John Evans. Not John Evans. Actually, John Evans might
Just
have backed
enjoy it there, Beefo.
Chris Evans, John Boy, and myself and Spooker. I don't think backed it, but he might have. I can't really remember. Anyway, 3 furlongs to go last, 2 furlongs to go last, 1 furlong to go. It's first, and it's gone past everything and hasn't even been touched. Cruising home, and then it's pissed up. But halfway down, we've had a shed load, and we're thinking, what's going on here?
What price?
I want to say 11-8, but I can't exactly remember.
that rings a bell. 11-8, 6-4. It was after the Arc, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was after. So we lost on Arc. Well, that's another story.
It went Trev won.
Trev won the first time. Trev won because we were all on Old Fev, the Japanese horse.
Wow.
And which came second. And John Boy. So we've backed this Japanese horse. And before the days even, we've walked into the joint, having a couple of beers, and they're doing these charity bands for wristbands, and they're just giving them out. Like they say, "Oh, do you want a name?" John Boy's like, "No, just give me one." So John Boy's got one, put it on. We haven't looked at it's a horse's name on there. We haven't looked what horse's name's on there. He's just put it on, given the money, for charity, and we've carried on our day. Obviously, we've all backed all fair. Races over. Trev's won. First time it won. Obviously, Trev now is a superstar. We've looked down, and John Boy's got Trev as the wristband, and we've all gone, what the hell? We've been told the answer, and we didn't back it. So we stupidly missed out on that. But we're luckily about Moonlight Cloud.
John tipped me one up earlier on, and it won as well, and I forgot to put it on.
John Boy's a good tipster.
I've had bad,
Very good tipster.
I've had some bad tips from him. The last 3 or 4 have come last.
I've given him some really good American football tips.
He tipped me up at one at Wolverhampton, 550 earlier.
I've been
4.
speaking to him a little bit, and the other week I gave him 4 out of 4.
Wow.
Flying.
What was that? Was that on the telephone or over Skype or?
It was on WhatsApp.
Okay, yeah, well, that's
John
fair
Boy's
enough.
got WhatsApp, is he?
He's on WhatsApp.
Is he allowed to use WhatsApp?
Well, Annie says he's got a sort of a 2-hour window per day to use it. So
Yeah, okay. Does Annie say he's still got to drink blackcurrant juice?
I think he's allowed apple and mango J2Os as well.
Wow.
The sugar rush.
I know,
is
that
a bit
chap can't
heavy.
He's letting him off the leash a little bit.
Yeah, okay, fair
Yeah.
dues.
Right, number 1, I'm going to guess that we've all got the same.
We might be
Frankel.
back to Frankel.
We might all be on Frankel. So should we?
Wonder horse.
Bullet Train. How you getting on?
The Bullet Train.
Yeah, Bullet Train. What special mention to Bullet Train?
PSP
Special mention to X Celebration, who just finished behind Frankel. X Celebration, what a horse!
Yeah,
but
great horse. Any other year?
lengths behind Frankel.
Yeah, any other time it would have been.
PSP called the
Superstar.
Bullet Train last week. That's the knowledge that you get on this show.
Good old Bullet
Come
I
back
know.
every week. And
Well,
you'll
we
find-
know the Bullet Train for a different reason,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
Carlos. But yeah, it's good knowledge. But it's
Surely you went back to it.
no. Someone we was watching it in the pub, and someone
Is this the one
thought,
where someone thought Bullet Train was Frankel?
yeah, and said, "Don't worry, Chris, that's the pacemaker."
Beef
no,
was with you, was
it's
he?
Frankel. No, it's Greg.
Lovely.
unfortunately. But yeah, Frankel. I've seen it
Up the beef.
at the beef. Luckily saw Frankel run its last race, so that was lovely to see. I have seen it live. But yeah, I think that'll be everyone's number 1. It's
Absolute monster.
Never will be seen anything like that as terms on a horse, and it was also special because it kept Henry Cecil going as well.
Yeah, it did. It
100%
did. Yeah.
kept
Yeah.
him going because obviously
Definitely.
that's soon after he sadly passed away. But that was, he deserved a horse like that
He did.
after all his
He did.
hard work.
Easily number 1 for me, Frankel.
Easily number 1. Anything else to add, Carlos?
No, I think you've covered it. I think we spoken about Frankel
Yeah,
previously.
I
I
said
think
that was
you've
last
covered
week
it, yeah,
and
you've
something I've
covered
done.
it as one of your.
Top 5 in something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was, to be honest.
Might have been sporting moments.
Yeah, it was sporting moments. It was just a general. Wasn't one particular race, was it? It was just.
No, it's just
So
it.
Frankel appeared in
Frankel
your
in
kind
general.
of top 5, like kind of sporting.
No, I mean
events.
I'm not quite. I love my racing, but I'm not as knowledgeable or as into it as probably you two or John Boy are. But
You prefer the 13.40 at Plumpton, don't you? Have a
No, I
little
don't.
wager.
I don't. I love the big meetings, but I can't confess to know as much as Casper does.
Have you ever turned up to an event late because you were having a bet on the 7:30 p.m. at Kempton?
No, I imagine you are because you turn up late to everything.
Interesting.
Everything.
You walked into that one. I'm surprised you.
Yeah,
were
no, I set myself
I
up.
messaged Casper earlier. I said if he ain't here by 6, we're not waiting for him.
What do you mean? I'm never late, am I?
Wow.
No, not our
No,
partner.
not for
sure.
special things.
No, not the partner.
I expected you to be signing on to the Zoom meeting at sort of 7:15. But
Oh, have we started, have we?
Oh,
Oh, right. What have I joined in here? I just
What price of Liverpool tonight?
I've just had my hot dogs, my Polish sausage.
Yeah. Oh, what are we getting for dinner then, gentlemen?
the sausages.
In our own homes.
Old Town kebabs.
We'll probably bump into beef if that was going to happen.
Yeah,
Beef will probably be there.
That
But
beef, he can half put away some kebab, can't he?
Yeah.
is there a story
Nice
about you
chap.
and him going to a kebab shop?
I
or-
think there's a story about me and him going to a kebab shop.
Is there any stories about us going to kebab shops and
There are a couple of
under
stories.
the
but,
influence?
under walking or
Obviously,
bus
yeah,
or
no-
taxi.
no-
one of the top
no
three.
drink driving.
Zero drink driving
in this
happens
group.
on this podcast. Not a problem.
no. There's probably stories about me and you going to a kebab
Yeah,
vans.
kebab vans are the place to be. But me and Beef, actually we were around yours, weren't we? We had
Yeah,
a
this was
little night.
before
Was
lockdown.
that
way-
the night
way
I come
before
round in the
lockdown.
morning and
Yeah,
it was.
the breakfast roll.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
a year and a half ago. or
Yeah,
whatever it
yeah.
was.
Breakfast rolls in the morning, but
that was a lovely free breakfast roll. That was up the Wixes.
up the Wix's van.
Shout out
So,
Wix.
so me and the Beef got a bit peckish. We'd eaten partner out of house and home in his house, and we were still a bit peckish. Popped for a small kebab or something like that. 35 quid's worth of food later. Me and the Beef are tucking in to ribs, chicken, large kebabs,
Well, it doesn't
cheesy
surprise me.
chips. Not a problem.
Is that it? That's the problem. Garget's
Was that
saying
just
Charlie's
a starter
kebab. Shout
for-
out.
Yeah,
yeah.
Charlie's
Yeah,
or
Charlie's.
Wixes.
Charlie's
It's
kebab. Garget's got it right. Charlie's kebab is.
Charlie's
number
over
one.
Wixes.
Oh,
Yeah, I would for
Cane's
kebab.
Cane's
To be
actually
To
all
be
right.
fair, I've
Cane's
got.
is nice.
I need to give a shout out here because Fab Kebab on Commercial Road.
Fab Kebab.
Incredible.
I haven't
Oh.
tried them yet.
You
They-
should
Is
give
that
it
the
a sh-
actual nice little looking shop?
Yeah, it's really nice, like really clean inside. I think it's quite new. A couple of doors down from me. I have frequented there a couple of times.
Partner will have to get a
But
quick
yeah,
stroll up
I
there.
highly recommend it.
I won't be doing that tonight. I'm not going to
No,
eat
I've
or
got,
drink anything.
I've got stir fry tonight because I'm on a diet.
I have no idea. I haven't
After the picture
decided.
said put of me on Facebook yesterday.
Fact.
Yeah, that was not good, was it?
No, I think it was a bad angle. But
Well, it's true to life right now.
yeah, all the best. How are you getting on that?
Yeah. How's lockdown treating you?
Not very well.
Yeah, interesting.
Top
Really?
5 kebabs next week. Beef's asking. It's
Yeah,
good
top
cause.
5
Talk
kebabs.
talk us through. You were talking to me. The
Partner,
other
we've
day
got to wrap
about,
this up at some point, mate.
Yeah.
Carlos was talking to me the other day about some action that he had. Can we discuss that?
Yeah,
please?
well,
On that
that'll be
note-
on a top 5 another week.
Top knife.
Top
Great.
5 pigs.
Get around
Partner-
Curtis Street, not a
partner will
problem.
win that one, that's for sure.
Game set
So
match.
yeah, I just want to before
Talking
we
of
go, I
game
just
set
want to
match.
finish up on the racket competition. I said at the start of the show I'd narrowed it down to 4, and I've made my decision. And I'll try and do it in reverse order and try and give my reasons why. So at number 4 is Luke Hams. Yeah, it's a fantastic shot, but it is just being played in just in the Kermit's cabin, sort of a knockabout. So because of the
Playing
other
for
3
nothing.
we're playing for more, they've come ahead of it. But yeah, Luke, great shot. Thanks for that one. I'm going to go number 3, Josh McCamley. This was in a county match. Josh reliably told me that they both 2 unbeaten teams, and I think they were 10-9 up first to 11. Josh has come out of a snooker, had to hit his ball perfectly to pot it off of another ball.
It's a great shot, but a lot of luck
and
involved.
landed. Yeah, it's a good shot to judge where he needs to hit that ball, but to land on the black. But yeah, number 2 is Charlie Begley. Charlie played a great skill shot and also freed the black in one shot.
Was good.
The only thing, it was for a couple of grand a man, so it was obviously the occasion as well.
Looked like a fluke.
The,
to
the
me.
only thing that the judging panel, which me, Casper, and Alan have all said, the only thing was we think that obviously it's just a skill shot really because the natural angle is going in to open the balls up anyway, but still a great shot. So the winner of the Racket Triangle is Adam Mayer, and I will put the shot up, but it's basically an escape from a snooker and pot on a ball, and he's come off 4 or 5 cushions and negotiated a load of traffic through other balls. and it's a unanimous decision on between me, Casper, and Alan that Adam Mayer
It was
is the
hard.
winner.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they're all good shots.
They're all great shots
for different reasons. Beef obviously going to say it's a fix, but I think we unanimously said that Adams was the best shot.
I thought it was as well, but yeah.
So Adam Mayer, congratulations!
Congrats.
I'll give you a message later on to get your
Congrats, Adam.
address.
Thanks for the entries, those people.
Yeah, we had
Cheers, everyone.
not just those four. We had way in the teens entries, a couple of flukes, a couple of fun ones. Obviously, my one was the best, but I can't give it to myself.
Shot, can you?
Was yours a double by any chance?
There was a double involved, yeah.
And I taught you how to double a ball. Very interesting.
What about playing
took
darts?
Yeah, he taught me how to. Well, I can't play darts now, but he definitely took some cash off me playing darts.
Want to back at Pro Evo Soccer?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was good
Real
times.
Madrid.
We give the Casper clearance a mention as well. Unfortunately, wasn't caught on.
Wasn't caught on camera.
Wasn't caught on stream, but yeah.
Have you not heard about this?
I've not.
I
seen
haven't.
It.
Can I hear the story, please?
We've run out of time.
We've run out of time.
We've been going an hour and 30 minutes. So
we'll wrap it up.
But Rob, thanks very much for coming on.
Thanks, partner.
Thanks for all your
Not a problem,
expert
gentlemen.
knowledge in inverted commas. Casper, as always.
Cheers, mate. Pleasure as always.
Brilliant
Thanks,
research
everyone.
Good to be on,
and
gents.
great knowledge on the racing as well.
Hopefully, we give you a couple of winners there. But yeah, let us know. Keep us involved in the comments. Let us know each day what you're doing, your tips, your bets. Let us know.
Thanks to all the shares and the 48 comments.
Great
Thanks to
involvement.
everyone who's tuned in.
Thanks to Mr. Cuts.
Everyone, if you can, as always, keep sharing and liking the page if you haven't already done so. We're getting more and more viewers each week, and having looked at the figures on through the Facebook page, all the figures are going up percentage-wise. So
Did you have to get someone to do the counting for you?
No, it does it for me, mate.
Okay,
It does
good.
it for me. So yeah, thanks to everyone, and we'll catch you all next week. Good
Perfect.
night.
Thanks, everyone. Cheers. Take care. All the best.
Good night.